Hey, I'm playing As Long As You Love Me by the Backstreet Boys, straight from the chord charts of the Morristown Youth Jam. So take the link in the video description, download our chord chart, and you can play along with me. Or if you're going to be near Morristown, New Jersey, come play along with us in person. After the song, we'll do a basic tutorial. Here goes. As long as you love me, although loneliness has always been a friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your hands. People say I'm crazy and that I am blind, risking it all in a glance. How you got me blind is still a mystery. I can't get you out of my head. Don't care what is written in your history, as long as you're here with me. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me. Every little thing that you have said and done feels like it's deep within me. Doesn't really matter if you're on the run, it seems like we're meant to be. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me, yeah. As long as you love me. I've tried to hide it so that no one knows, but I guess it shows when you look into my eyes. What you did and where you're coming from, I don't care, as long as you love me, baby. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me, baby. Backstreet Boys. Boy band? I'm a little young, or a little old rather, but it's a cool song. Anyway, what did I do? Okay, the chords are pretty straightforward. At the beginning, I started out in the arpeggio. I didn't write it into the chord chart because the truth is, you can do any arpeggio. You could do like this. Or you can do. Or you can do. Right? You can do anything you want. I did something more elaborate. I used a combination of very smooth strumming and an arpeggio. I did like this. Okay, now here's how I got that full sound. It still sounds like an arpeggio, but it sounds a lot fuller than a lot of arpeggios that people would do. I played more than one note at a time. I did the strum, and the strum is resonating on those strings. Hey, it's a chord. You can play any of the strings and be right, as long as it's an F when you start, you know. So I did that, and it's resonating while I'm doing these, you know. And then also I did, see, I took these, plucked them at the same time. Like I said, you can do any arpeggio if you want. If you're a beginner's beginner and you've never done an arpeggio and you don't want to start with this, you can just start with a strum. As long as you love me. Although loneliness. So you want to start out small. And start smooth and small so that when you start with the actual verse, it sounds more like you're adding the whole band. Hey, I only have 4 strings to work with. I'm the only guy playing. So I gotta create more sounds. How can I create more sound? Well, when I play the verses, I'm using all 4 fingernails down on this. And in addition to that, when I play the soft parts, I play them especially soft, so there's more contrast, right? That's why I start off with an arpeggio, and then later, before the final choruses, I go into arpeggio too. Also the hangs. When I say hang, there's long. Don't care what's written in your history. How's it go? As long as you're here with me, I don't care who. Right? When you hang like that, it's a rest, but it's a resonant rest, right? I give it a good resonance so you can hear it going on, but there's less activity. That also makes it more pronounced when you come back in with who you are, right? I put an alternate strum. What I'm doing was with all 4 fingers and down. To me, that sounds more like the boom 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 beat of electronic music than doing a standard ukulele strum. Standard ukulele strum that you could do that with that is right, down up down up down up down up down up down up. That works. It works and it makes it a nice song. It just doesn't sound as much like the original song. It sounds more like a ukulele song if you do that. Whereas if you do this, now you notice what else I'm doing. I said all 4 fingers, but the truth is I have an emphasis and then less emphasis, right? It's now, 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 now. I'm tapping lightly and actually not strumming all the way down. I'm only playing the A string on the emphasis chords, or the emphasis strokes. The in-between ones, I'm taking a short one so that it gives more emphasis to that stroke. 1, 4, 6. That's it? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 1, 4, and 7. 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7. Okay? That's pretty much it. I'm going to go slowly through the first chorus and then pretend that it was the second chorus and go through the bridge so that I can play all 3 parts of the song, the intro and then those 3 parts of the song very slowly and closed up on my hands so that you can go along with me and work through the chord transitions or the whatever you'd like. For the rest of you, that's it. Subscribe if you want to see more of this. Check out the Morristown Uke Jam webpage for downloadable song sheets, lots of ukulele song sheets, and I hope I see you some Wednesday. Bye. Now here goes. I'm going to start again, farther back out so you can see my fingers. Here we go. As long as you love me, although loneliness has always been a friend of mine, I'm leaving my life as you love me. As long as you love me. I've tried to hide it so that no one knows, but I guess it shows when you look into my eyes. What you did and where you're coming from, I don't care. As long as you love me, baby. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me, baby. One more thing. Usually the tutorial ends here. But one more thing that I had trouble with when I sang along with this, and maybe you will too if you're white and not a drummer. I had a problem with the timing of things in the chorus. In the chorus, they start singing, they sing an emphasized word a beat before they switch chords, almost every time. Or maybe it is every time. Just before they switch chords, they sing the emphasized beat. Now, normally in standard white pop music, you switch chords on an emphasized word. You know, my tendency would be, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. It's not that way. You do it, you switch the word immediately before the chord change. Here goes. I don't care who you are, where you from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. That's it. May take some practice. May have to sing along with either me or the Backstreet Boys for a while. Sing and play before you get it right. If you want to play a little less like a white person, then you got to play it that way. So practice, you'll get it. That's it. See you Wednesday.